truly believe that the best is truly yet to come, and because of people like Gary Sugar, you want to you'll keep hearing that name, Mr. Sugar. This gentleman just locking arms with people like that. We just simply realize, sir, we always talk that we don't come to take sides, we come to take over. So I'll pass it back over to you.
Absolutely incredible, sir. And I do commend not only yourself for knocking out the get 3 get free founder position, but also helping Mr. Sugar do it in record time. So again, congratulations. I know Founder 500 is right around the corner for you both. And I also want to recognize, because I'm not sure I see his sponsor on, and I have to do the recognition while I got the floor, and then I'll turn it over to the next Founder 500. This gentleman is the host of our Saturday Q&A, our co-host, and he's also not only a trader, but he's a builder. He's now the newest Founder 1000. He's put a comma in that residual check. Mr. Tito Avila, and he wasn't able to, I don't think he's on tonight, but I definitely want to give the gentleman his kudos. We did his YouTube video today. It's just exciting to see all the success happening. And his sponsor is also the newest Founder 2000. That's right, an extra $2,000 into Mr. Eric Blanco's household. So actually those two gentlemen aren't on. They got some other obligations to this evening. I know Eric had a religious event, a faith-based event that he had to attend tonight, but I still wanted to recognize those two gentlemen. They mean so much to our organization. They're building an international group, and they definitely have a huge heart for helping people. So congratulations, Founder 2000, Mr. Eric Blanco, and Founder 1000, Mr. Tito Avila. So let me go ahead and open it up to any other Founder 500s. I think Mr. Dan Allen has his hand up. Let me go ahead and open it up to my partner first. Go ahead, Mr. Allen. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Call is yours.
Awesome. I just wanted to bring up a new founder on the team. Her name is Miss Sherrie Williams-Haygoo. That's all I got. Miss Haygood, we're going to can you unmute her, sir? She's there. She'll be able to tell you, ma'am, you got about 30 seconds, your name, background, and where you're from. And as you rank up, we'll get you more time to be able to share your story. But can you please just let the team know who you are, where you're calling from, and kind of what got you excited about joining the team? Congratulations.
I have you unmuted, Miss Sherrie. Miss Haygood, you're good to go. You should be unmuted.
You got to agree. So it's asking you, do you want to unmute? And then you got to say
okay.
yes. There you go.
I'm Sherrie Williams-Haygoo. I'm from Delaware. And I saw the program. Well, I was introduced to it by Dan, but really what sold me is how professional everything was in Epic. Everything is so top notch. You can send this program to a CEO of a Fortune 500 club and have no reservations about the quality and the professionalism. But it's so streamlined and it's so user friendly. I have seniors that I work with, and as well as myself, and I'm able to navigate the program very, very easily. So I'm really excited about what the program is doing and for me and what I hope it will do for others. So I'm ready to build.
Awesome. Mr. Ramos, turn the call back over to you.
Hey, thank you, sir. And congratulations again, Sherrie. I mean, what, 24 hours? Like literally, guys, 24 to 48 hours. Miss Sherrie's been in the business, already knocked out Founder. And literally, think about this, guys. If you do that 6 times, right, you help someone get 3, 5 times outside of yourself, and you're at 6 figures a year. That's just so powerful about our compensation plan. So let's go ahead and open it up. Congratulations again, Miss Sherrie, on knocking out Founder. Any other Founder 500s with any new recognition ranks of Founder or above? Go ahead and raise your hand, and I will definitely get you unmuted. Any other Founder 500s who have any new recognition? Okay, I know my brother, Mr. Ethan Clemens, had some. Let me see if I can get Mr. Clemens online. I know. Did I lose you, my brother? There he is. There he is. Go right ahead, Mr. Clemens. Can you hear me okay, sir? I thought I had you unmuted. There you go.
All right, I got it. I was unmuted. All right.
Yes, sir. Call is yours.
I appreciate it. Well, we have actually several people that went not only founder, but we also have founder 500s all the way up. So founder 500, I'll start there. Sponsored by Mr. Will Hale in the organization as well, who has a group of people that are trading. Mr. John Trapp hit founder 500 in record time. They saw that we posted a flyer, I think, last week, and the gentleman has really been on fire. So congratulations to him. I'm not sure if he's on the call or don't see him here, but we definitely want to actually welcome him in regards to hitting that founder 500 mark as well. We've got some other individuals that have hidden some positions as well too, that in the founder 500 as well. We've got Stephanie Coleman out of the Raleigh, North Carolina area as well, under the leadership of Miss Loucresha Lawrence. Also, we've got Ralvin Brown over in the Bahamas, who is also under that leadership. And if I could real quick, if you could, Mr. Amos, unmute Miss Loucresha Lawrence. I'd like for her to talk about those two individuals. Dion?
Might have lost him again.
Okay, no problem. So
No, I'm here. I'm here. I have her
Oh.
unmuted. Ms. Lawrence, you can unmute. Let me
Ms.
see.
Lawrence.
Yep. Miss Lawrence, I'm trying to unmute. She's unmuted on my end.
Is she?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I said there. Hey, look, oh, not on this end. Okay, well, maybe we'll get her on a little bit because we want to definitely celebrate her as well. But she had several leaders in her organization that went founder 500 in record time, especially when you're building abroad, building in, in the Caribbean, having Ralvin Brown be one of the first ones, the second person in the organization to go founder 500. Salute to Ralvin, who's been truly committed to everything that we're doing, and along with actually the Stephanie, who is also.
Mr. Clemens?
Oh, I can hear you now. There you go. Great. I appreciate it. I wanted you to get a chance to talk a little bit about your new founder 500s.
Okay, so thank you for having me on the call this evening. It's always a pleasure to get with everybody that is on the team. I just love it. Stephanie Coleman, what could I say about her? She's the one that introduced me to network marketing, period. The former project that we were a part, she was my sponsor. So what better way to give it back to the person who gave it to you? And we are here today. So Stephanie couldn't make it on the call because she is building her boutique, her online boutique at this moment. So she is very busy in this season. But I know that I have Mr. Ralvin Brown, who happens to be one of the first in Eleuthera, Bahamas. And he has been able to make it to the level of founder 500. Really proud to call him a partner and friend. And he's just really excited about what they're doing out there in the Caribbean, period. So if you could allow Mr. Ralvin Brown just to share a teeny bit 2-second testimony as to what this opportunity has done for himself and his family. Mr. Brown, if you could unmute yourself and you could allow him to get on the line. Mr. Rambis.
Ralvin is active, so is unmuted. Go ahead, Mr. Brown.
Happy holiday, guys. How you all doing this evening?
How's it going, sir?
I'm doing great. I'm so happy to be a part of Team Epic. And I got to give thanks to Miss Loucresha Lawrence and her husband, Keith Lawrence, to share this great opportunity with me. I'm seeing some headway. I've been in the network marketing for years. And this is actually the first network marketing that works for us in the Caribbean. From my experience, I'm working hard. I'm trying to hit the top goal the best way I can, guys. So I'm wearing the Epic crown this way. So I'm going to keep the hard work up, and hopefully the new year will be epic all over.
Absolutely. Congratulations, sir. Miss Lawrence, did you have any more? Mr. Clemens, go right ahead, sir.
All right, and so going to the 1,000. Mr. Ramos, are you announcing any of the founder ones? Are we announcing any of them?
Yeah, you can definitely founders and above. So we definitely want to. That's the beginning of the get 3 get free. So we certainly want to give the founders their shine. Absolutely.
Okay, that's what I thought, because we have a host of founders since I'm actually on the controls here. So a founder one that, and all this has happened within the last week. We had Leslie Bates, they hit that position. Also, we had Tashana, we had Anthony, Kanisha, Larice out of the, and I don't know if Larice is on the call, but Larice came into the business last week. She got her first 3 in the first hour. Larice, if you're out there, do you see her on here, Mr. Ramos? Because this lady is fired up. I mean, she got it done so quickly, but I got off the phone, she was ranking up. Is she
I
on?
don't see her under that name, Larice. No, sir.
Okay, I don't see her. Okay, but she's been amazing. She's almost at founder 500. She did that pretty quickly as well. She's out of the Bahamas also. They have been on fire over there, and the leadership has been running really hard.
Hold on, Miss Lawrence says she is on Reese. Let me find her. Hang on.
Is she on? Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead and unmute, Miss Larice.
Hello, hello.
Hey, Miss Louise, how are you?
I am great. I'm great. And it's so awesome to be a part of this team.
Well, great. It's great to have you on. I just wanted everyone to hear from you quickly, because what you did so fast to have 3 people in your business barely before I could get off the phone with you. It was pretty amazing. But talk about what this has done for you, especially being over in the Bahamas.
Oh my gosh, this has, I don't have the words right now, but I'm so excited and I can't wait. I can't wait. I've been sharing it every day, everywhere. And I'm looking forward to ranking up. So it's been so good. It's awesome. I'm excited. Thank you.
Awesome. We appreciate everything that you're doing and your commitment to the organization and what's happening over there in the Bahamas. I'll tell you guys, when you're dealing with a Caribbean country, in regards to the Caribbean itself, they run into problems with the internet and because, technology over there, but they have been really committed to really going people like Ralvin, her, Troy. There's a host of them that are Tamaji. They are really coming, guys, and they're battling all the little things that they have to overcome. And so keeping it moving, guys, as well, too. We talked about 500. Also, Mr. Ramos, I think we spoke also about 1,000. We had a 1,000 that hit as well, too, within the last week. I was up till 1 in the morning helping this person close out. They were determined, called me up, said, Mr. Clemens, I got somebody that I think that really wants to join. Let's see if we can talk to him. And this was after midnight. And this is what it takes, a perseverance of actually wanting to get it done. It was determined. She had been sitting at that 500 for a couple of weeks, and she was really pissed off about it, and be honest. And sometimes that's what you need. You need something to really just kind of get you going because you're just irritated. I want to see, is Amanda Veninga. Amanda, are you out there? If you see her, Mr. Rams, you could mute her, please. She out here. Yeah, she's
here.
Hey, Amanda, hey, you heard me talking about you. Look, Amanda, talk to the people just real quickly. What was driving you that night for you to call me after midnight and say, I got to get this done. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Oh, there's just this thing about knowing what you are capable of and knowing what your team is capable of and really wanting to hit that next level. Because let's be honest, our teams need to see that. We need to see it for ourselves. And I know that we have something super awesome, special in this company. And it was driving me literally insane. And without having the leadership that we have, I know that I would have probably gone into Monday, just sitting there waiting to get on the phone with you on Monday. But because you were so willing to close that at almost midnight on Sunday, that's what it took. We grabbed the bull by the horns and we just ride that deal all the way. And so super excited, super blessed. Can't wait to see everyone else hit these ranks and change their families' finances. I know our family needed it. And so this was a huge breakthrough. I was just done sitting at 500, and honestly, I'm done sitting at 1,000 already. So let's move on.
No doubt about it. We really appreciate it. Just continue with that intensity. The beat keeps going on. There's always another level of success in our industry. And also, we have several other people. There's so many that hit. Also, Mr. Orlando Smith, who hit actually Founder One. I had a chance to speak to this gentleman out of the Texas market. Orlando had a lot of questions, and this guy is really going places. Really first time really doing this, but I see he's on here as well. Orlando, big shout out to you, sir. Getting Founder One done in record time. There's no doubt he's hitting Founder 500 as well too. And so guys, there's another Founder 1000 that we hit, and this gentleman itself is, what can I say? Someone that has a tenacity of,
Mr. Clements, I'm
yes.
sorry, I mean to interrupt. Orlando is unmuted. You can have him share where he's from real quick.
Oh, he's Orlando, can we hear us?
Well, he was unmuted.
Okay. All right, I see him there, but he's still muted. Okay. If he comes unmuted, we'll bring him up. But there's a gentleman that Orlando, there you go, brother. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing amazing. How you all doing?
Great, man. Look, I know we had a chance to talk just about a week ago, man, how fired up. I had been hearing about you even before I got the phone call. Talk to the people about what it's done for you so far, just being a part of Epic.
Well, it's just the energy. I just start off by saying the energy. It's a lot of energy. It's a lot of positivity with a lot of people helping to bring you up. So the support system is there. It's definitely there. Don't get discouraged about anything because everybody is willing to help. That's the biggest thing I want to say. And I will correct. I'm actually from St. Louis, Missouri. That's where I'm from. I'm from St. Louis.
The Show Me State.
So, the Show Me State, and we're trying to show them. So that's what this thing is. It's bigger than us. So let's just make it happen.
Awesome. That's what I'm talking about. So, guys, it just keeps on going and keeps on going. Guys, as you can hear the sound of my voice, it continues to, when you have success and people winning, it starts to breed a crowd. This gentleman, and when I first heard Orlando's name, was a gentleman that came into the business a few months ago. And I like to call him a person that really he attacks the business every single day. He hit Founder 1000. We didn't get a chance to celebrate him. That's probably been about a week and a half ago now. But I do want you to hear from a gentleman who's been in the industry for quite some time and who's really leading from the front. An example by always in phase one. This guy's always recruiting people like no other. So I want to say, Mr. Sam Miller, are you out there, sir?
I don't see him. Oh, there he is.
He's there. He's there.
Yep.
I'm here. Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you. Hey, Sam, how are you, brother?
Man, I just want to say, it's always good to hear from you and Dion. You guys don't even realize we brothers. We never even met.
Well, we appreciate
that. Man, I'm gonna tell you, y'all, when someone tell you they ain't got no time, tell them to call me up. I work a job 10 hours a week, one of the top people at my company. But you know what? I find time to do this business because I'm gonna tell you, in 22 years, I've seen everything out there. Nothing compares to what we have right here. And if you guys get a glimpse of the vision of where we're going, you guys can't sleep like me. I'm gonna tell you something. This company right here is gonna produce a lot of millionaires. These 1000s is gonna turn into 10,000, 20,000s. And these 500 is gonna turn in 10 to 20,000s. And I see where this company's going. And once you understand what we have, you guys are gonna be like me, can't sleep. If you're getting within 2 feet of me, you're gonna hear about Epic. And by the end of the day, you might even be in the business. Thank you.
Appreciate it, Sam, no doubt. And all the hard work that you put in, Sam, is truly appreciated. Also, got to go back to the islands real quick. I see a name here, Mr. Troy. Now, this gentleman came in, and Mr. Evans, let me tell you something. He had some things that he was having to do some traveling and then had to come back in. But he spearheaded and had several people that have jumped into the business. The person, Loucresha, that you heard from, I want to say Troy. It's listed under Troy Nico. This gentleman has a lot of experience in the industry. If you can unmute him real quick, Mr. Rambus.
Done. Mr. Nico.
Troy. Still shows muted.
Yeah, I have him unmuted on my end.
Okay, and that may be one of those issues over in the islands when they have some technical issues at times. So we'll keep it pushing. If Troy comes available, we'll actually get you to hear from him as well. And so as we covered that, we've actually had Joshua Kosek, who also founded one so quickly as well too. This guy's a video. I mean, this guy really does an amazing videos. He's going to be a great asset to what we have here in the organization as well. And there's a host of other individuals. But guys, I would like to say our biggest hit as well too in the last week, just in the last few days, is a lady you heard from a few minutes ago. And I want you to really hear from her, because she not only is she a mother of 5, she's a wife. She is actually a tax professional who owns a tax office. She's actually a recruiting and a builder in this industry. I met her 5 years ago, her and her husband. All of a sudden, you know, they made a decision to partner with us, and we're so grateful to have, again, Miss Loucresha Lawrence. Miss Lawrence, I know that you and your husband, Keith, have really been kind of doing this thing as you got started. Talk about what this has done for you guys, especially leaving, you know, a project and making a decision to come over here with Epic.
Mr. Clemens, can you hear me?
We can hear you.
First, I appreciate again for you having me on this call. Let me tell you something. This right here is not a joke. Everybody in here or on this call has been affected one way or another by this pandemic. I just want you to know, with COVID, we hit Founder 2000. There's something about persistence and tenacity that you gain when your back is against the wall, when jobs aren't hiring, when the unemployment is available, but you don't have access to it because it's saturated. When other opportunities, they're great ideas, but because of what's going on in the world, they cease. And I watched my income decrease and decrease in my former project. And at some point, my husband and I just said, you know what? It's time for us to make a decision. We have to do something for our last name. In doing so is why you heard the name Troy. You heard the name. There's a name Anthony. There's a Larice. There's a Tashana, a Janelle, Kanesia. These are people that live in other countries that I've never laid my eyes on personally, except for Troy. There's a Stephanie Coleman and a Ralvin Brown. But guys, these are people that are attached to my husband and I's decision. It took for us to make a decision for them to be blessed with an opportunity. Your decision is attached to someone else's blessing. It's going to take you. They're not going to hear it from Mr. Clemens, and they don't know who Mr. Clemens or Dion Rambis is. They don't even know who the leadership is, but they trust you and they understand your integrity, and they know that you will not bring them into something that's going to harm them, but only to benefit them. So for some of you that are on the line and maybe you haven't shared the business, or you've shared the business, but you haven't shared it enough, share the gospel of Epic and let them know that this opportunity is not going anywhere. It's stable. We are 100% debt free. And there is something that you can give, a blessing of Epic, to anyone willing. Now, we work with the willing. We walk with the walkers. We run with the runners. And the people don't want to do anything, that's fine. You can absolutely trade and build and make millions in the trading opportunity as well. But I'm very excited. As you can see, I love what we're doing. And I'm so grateful that I can will this over to my children. My 12-year-old has learned how to trade. It's a game changer. Guys, I can go on, but thank you so very much for thinking of us. Thank you so very much for having us. Back to you, Mr. Clemens.
Well, Ms. Lawrence, we appreciate everything you guys have done. As you guys can see, Ms. Lawrence, on the things that she just talked about, it was about the people that you're attached to. And that is so powerful to think about the people that you're attached to. All of us are attached to someone. The question is, have you reached out and touched them and told them about Epic? And so, guys,
Mr. Clemens, Dan Allen, I'll be remiss if I didn't let you know that my partner, Tito Avila, is on the line. Brand new Founder 1000. I want him to get a chance to jump in with this celebration energy as soon as you get done, when you get a minute.
All right, real simply, I didn't know he was on. He was actually on as well too. So guys, look, that's it for us. We're good in regards to that. We really appreciate everything, and this is what we do, guys. Keep it moving.
Absolutely, sir. Congrats again, Ms. Lawrence, and all of the new rank ups. I appreciate you, Mr. Allen, for alerting us. Mr. Avila is online, guys. And actually, I see Mr. Battle too. So we want to give these guys their opportunity to share. They're building huge international organizations. And again, this guy sacrifices his time from his family as well as his team to serve the overall team every Saturday morning in our Q&A session for the traders. So Mr. Tito Avila, let me get you unmuted, my brother. Just share with the family your journey. I know you've been trading for a while now, but you're also now founder 1000 with that comma in your residual check, sir. Appreciate you for joining us. Go ahead and share.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Rambis and Mr. Allen, my brother. This is for me symbolic of something that I had mentioned to you earlier, Mr. Rambis, about purpose beyond self. And to me, if this came down to one thing, that would be it. Each of us is a cog in a much bigger wheel that is ultimately serving, in my opinion, not just our networks, but humanity in a time in history that is unlike any other. And, this right now, to me, is representing an opportunity to step into our own power, show other people how to do that as well, so that we are ultimately immune, let's say, to the circumstances surrounding us, no matter what may happen economically, socially, or whatever it may be, that we are positioned in such a way that we can continue to uplift each other and create new ways to, empower our communities and our families as well. So, very simply put, that's what it's about for me. And like I said earlier, this is, just the beginning. I feel like we're still in the preface of a story that will be, passed down through the times. And, like somebody just said, I think that the fact that this is something, a legacy that we can leave for our own descendants is big in and of itself. And, we'll definitely stand the test of time, because a lot of what we're doing has never been done before on many different fronts. So I think I'll say about that much. And, I want to say thank you once again to all of you, to you, Mr. Rambis, and to my brother, Eric Blaze, as well. So thank you.
Yeah, man. Thank you, sir. And I wish Mr. Blaze was on for his founder 2000 recognition, because I know he's a huge part in your success, and we appreciate you as well as him. And last but not least, another one of my Michigan brothers, the Detroit connection. This gentleman, I've never seen anybody work as hard as this guy, not only on his business, but on his marriage, his relationship with his children, his relationship with his team. Just a consummate workaholic on all aspects of his life, just lives life with passion and conviction and enthusiasm. And I get to actually call him a friend and a business partner, and the newest founder 2000 in our organization as well. Mr. Christopher Battle, go ahead and share with the family a little bit about yourself, your excitement for 2021. And I know Founder 2000 is just a pit stop for you.
What's going on, Mr. Rambis?
Everything, sir. Congrats again, my brother.
I definitely want to give it back to you, because if it wasn't for you posting that message on Facebook, I probably wouldn't be involved with Epic, because, I just don't jump in anybody's business. So I respect you. We didn't know that much of each other, but I've heard all the hard work and the way you pour into your team, and that's something I do. So I definitely want to give it back to you. You already know I'm excited about what's possible. I'm jacked out of my mind. I definitely want to give shouts out to my team, because without them, I wouldn't have hit Founder 2000. Earl, Loucresha, Audra, Bryant, and my wife, the Founder Thousands and Founder 500s, because we just grind together. We like a small little family, and we definitely going to the top. Like you said, I'm out of Michigan, live in Redford. And, I'm just excited about Epic, because you can bless a lot of people. I always say a blessing isn't a blessing until you bless somebody else. And once we really understand it's not about you, it's about blessing other people, you can go as far as you want to go. I always say nothing can stop a man that believe he can do anything. And I dang on show believe I can do anything. I definitely want to turn it back to you, Mr. Rambis.
Yeah, absolutely. And I appreciate you again. And he's absolutely right. You notice one major theme in my notes, and I don't know about you, but note takers are money makers, right? and I take notes on these calls, and I'm listening to the stories, and there's a theme running through everybody who is serious about building their business. There's a passion. You can hear the enthusiasm and the excitement, guys, and that's something that you must always have, even when you're not winning, right? I think it was Winston Churchill that said it best. He said, you know, success is going from failure to failure to failure without losing your enthusiasm, right? That's where you know you're successful, when you don't lose the passion just because you fall down. And so you hear all these different leaders sharing their stories of being a founder, or founder 1000, founder 2000, founder 500, whatever. It's belief. It's the belief in the movement. It's the belief in their cause. It's the belief in their purpose, and the belief in Epic, right? And so I appreciate each and every one of you guys for believing enough in us to lead this movement, actually to help us in this movement, because your stories have to be heard. Facts tell, but stories sell, and all of your stories will be heard throughout the history of Epic. And so let me touch on a couple things, guys, and we're going to get off, because, you know, we have every single day, we're doing a webinar blitz, and I'm actually hosting the 9 o'clock. So you're going to give you a few minutes to get your guest on at 9 p.m. Eastern. I'll be doing the full presentation, which we do every single day, Monday through Friday at noon and 9 p.m. and then the blitz on weekends. So you guys know that opportunity link is 777-634. Somebody put it in the chat. I don't know the last 4 numbers, but that kicks off every single day. So we're here to support you in your business building efforts. In addition to that, right, we're here supporting you on the training side. So if you're not a part of the Millionaire March group, our Facebook group, you want to be in there, because that's where we're announcing all the different promotions, all the different events, all the different activities that we have going on as a community and as a family. And of course, the recognition, where we share and love on each other. So you should be adding your new team members to the Millionaire March, posting their pictures so we can love on them and welcome them to the family. That's extremely important. The culture of loving and caring and supporting one another. Again, cheering each other on so we can also get the same success. You cannot have anything, guys, that you're not willing to celebrate, right? You have to celebrate other people's success even before you get it for yourself. So that's what this community is all about. We want to celebrate each other, and at the same time support each other in this movement. Also, another quick announcement, guys, if you haven't heard, and I can't officially state this, but it very well looks like on tomorrow there'll be a decision made that Las Vegas, Nevada, the state, has actually reduced major events. Any events in the state, the entire state of Nevada, will have to be less than 50 people, right? Well, we all know that that's way too small to have an epic event, right? We have thousands of people joining. So looks like we're probably going to be rescheduling that event for later on in the year as things clear up. I know many that may be disappointing to most of us. I will plan on still going. I know my ticket is paid for. And so many of the leaders are still going to go out there, even if it's just for fellowship amongst ourselves. So don't feel slighted, right? If the event is canceled, that you don't have to go, or you don't, because if you still want to go, many of us leaders will still be there. We can collaborate, plan out properly our 2021 for an explosive movement and growth in all of our organizations. So if you do plan on still going, make sure you connect with all the leaders. I know I will be there. Mr. Allen has planned to still go, and many other leaders. I know I talked to Mr. Clemens today. He said he still might go as well, even if the event is canceled. And that's what leaders do. You make the sacrifice so others can actually believe bigger, right? And that's what we plan on doing. We're going to be there, rain, sleet, or snow, even if it's just a small room of leaders. So look for that from the corporate office tomorrow to make that announcement on whether or not we're going to move forward, or whether they made contingency plans. I know they're trying to do some other things possibly to make sure the event still happens. But nevertheless, many of us are going to go irregardless of what happens And hopefully that's a word, regardless of what happens. Okay. I know the English teachers, Miss Ward and them are online saying that's not a word, Mr. Rambis. So anyway, Taisha, okay, let me give her the recognition. Appreciate you, Mr. Battle. Taisha Holly just hit founder. We didn't get the chance to recognize her. So Miss Holly, congratulations. Get 3, get free. The movement never stops. And so, guys, I wish I had my opportunity to go on to the Zoom, but my laptop seems to have a bad connection. But I really wanted to show you the structure. If you don't have the tracker, guys, I want you to understand that getting 3 is the doorway. That's the first step to financial freedom on the residual income side. And if you can do that 6 times, you're making 6 figures. So don't get mad or upset if you're not able to get your 3 right away. Some of the people have done it in their first day. It's okay. Because if it takes you a year to do it and you duplicate that every year, you're still making 6 figures in 6 years. That's it, moving extremely slow. And so again, you have the vehicle, you have the community around you to support you, and we're all here to ensure that you get to the finish line, whatever that finish line is for you. I know many of you saying, man, listen, I make 6 figures already. I'm not looking for 6 figures. I'm looking for the 7-figure play. Well, that's here. It's available, right? And so that's what I want you guys to know, is that all of your dreams and aspirations can be achieved in this specific movement, in this project. We're not just about teaching Forex and trading, right? We're really about an investment community. We're going to share multiple investments in real estate and all different aspects as a community. This is a true economic empowerment movement, and we're not going to stop until everybody is free. Again, whatever that means to you. So again, I appreciate you all. Congratulations on all the new rank ups. And again, congratulations to the leaders who are joining arms and locking arms with us to make this movement possible. You'll be hearing from a lot of them, guys, because they'll be helping us. All those founder 1000s and 2000s will be on our opportunity Zooms coming up real soon. You'll hear from the different voices, the multitudes of voices, and the stories lives are being changed every single day, thanks to this epic opportunity. So again, appreciate you all, guys. Have a phenomenal night. God bless you. God keep you. And hopefully you set big goals for 2021. Stretch yourself, right? Stretch yourself. Set weekly, monthly, and quarterly goals. And 2021 will be the biggest and most amazing year you've ever had in your financial life. And I'm looking forward to it, guys. Take care. God bless. Yes, the baseball diamond and the tracker, they're both actually, if you want to, you can just inbox me and I'll email you both. The baseball diamond and the actual get 3, get free tracker. I can send that to you. It's also in our Facebook group, though. If you want to get it in the files tab of the Millionaire March, those are actually PDFs in the group. Again, have a great night. God bless. Have a phenomenal new year, guys. We'll see you back here next Sunday with new goals, new ranks, and new dreams to go achieve. God bless and good night.
Pixel 4a with 5G with an all-day battery. Places to go. It's the battery anxiety buster. The Google Pixel 4a with 5G.